The morning show is brought to you in part by McCafe espresso-based beverages, only at McDonald's.
Perfect music for our party. Welcome, everyone, to our white party. Sebastian Sentner is here. He's the director of entertainment, special events, and catering.
Cheers. Nice to see you.
Very
Cheers,
nice to
guys.
have you here.
I know, it's so
speaking this way.
tranquil.
I know. Suddenly we're in South Beach.
Isn't this how you start every morning? You know, champagne in a white lounge?
Kind of should be. So last night, the Dîner en Blanc happened here in Toronto.
Yes.
And it was the first annual, but this has been happening around the world. But you know the history of this event, right?
Well, I mean, what's funny about White Party is that, you know, everybody gets dressed in white, et cetera, but the actual concept of it has changed so much over, you know, where it originated almost 40 years ago, that it's kind of funny to see what it is today, and it's great. I mean, the whole idea is everybody wears white and they come out, but the original Nuit Blanche actually had to do with the fact that you stayed up until the sun rose the next day. So when the sun came up, that sort of was like white nights. So that was sort of where it came from. Now it's changed completely, but you sort of, the nice thing about it is you can make it whatever you want. Just keep the key elements. You know, obviously everybody dresses in white.
Yeah.
You try and do as much as possible. I mean, in this case, we're lucky to have a lot of props and things like that. All this furniture is from a company in Toronto called Divine Furniture Rentals. And all of our specialty stuff and our rentals and everything, we're very lucky that, again, the exclusive affair rental sent it down. But not everybody has that. But here's the basic concept. Everything's white. And then what is colorful is the accents. So in our case, the Kir Royales.
Right.
The food as well, which stands on a white canvas that really jumps out.
Right, exactly. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. So the Kir Royale is champagne.
Champagne with just a splash of cassis and floating raspberries. Because everybody has cassis, champagne, and raspberries in their fridge,
Just
right?
laying around.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And it just looks so beautiful when you have this food, especially this. I tried one of these.
They're good, aren't they? Those are little, our chef came up with those. Those are actually caprese salad lollipops, but what they have is a little pipette, so it's like a little push pop. And what happens is when you pop it in your mouth, the actual olive oil and the balsamic, you squeeze and it actually goes out with the canapé. So it's like a full bocconcini salad, but it's all done in a single bite.
Brilliant.
It's beautiful, too.
Where would you even get that little prop?
Oh, that's our secret.
Oh.
That's our secret. No, actually, no. A lot of these props that you see in terms of like all the spoons, etc., they're available at more and more specialty grocery stores. So you can find these kind of things because there's, or online, quite frankly, if you Google canapé accessories, you'll find all these little things.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just have to use your imagination.
Absolutely.
Exactly. What's this one?
That is a little salad niçoise. So it's a layered salad niçoise, but again, it's made mini portion.
That's one of Dave's favorites.
Oh,
Must
there
have
we go.
known.
Perfect. But see, the whole idea about this is, one, the food really stands out colorful-wise, like it's right there on the white. But secondly, everything's really easy to eat while you're standing or lounging. You don't actually have to make a plate and everything else.
And you are wearing white.
I'm wearing white,
so
absolutely.
you don't want to spill anything.
I know when I tried the bocconcini back in the green room, I was a little afraid.
You know what? It's that canapé looks great, and we do a whole bunch of them, but it takes a lot of coaching, let's say, from the servers. This is how you eat it, because everybody sort of looks at it.
Put it back, squeeze
exactly.
it into
That's the delightful thing. You're actually changing the ritual of eating.
100%. I mean,
the novel way.
100%. Everything shouldn't be on, for example, a toast or a bread or you know, traditional. It's about making it more interesting.
And these?
Those are little carpaccio. It's a sorry, a sea bass carpaccio that's done on a round. I just said no bread, and of course some of the things are, but those are definitely those are another little bite size. So what we did here is we tried to make things that were very colorful, but also very fresh for summer.
Okay. And I think, have we seen the pictures yet of some of the past white parties that you've
We do a lot of white parties. It seems to be, over the last few years, a really, really hot trend to do a white party.
Oh, the white and green is just beautiful.
And it just makes the food stand out, too, in terms of the presentation and the plating.
And it's about the accents. If you notice, I mean, a white party is great, but a white party only really stands as a white party if you have some real accents. So, for example, like your green blouse, perfect. Like, that jumps out, and that sort of makes the rest of the white work really well.
Jumping out.
There we go again with that's sort of a classic, isn't it? Having a beautiful red flower arrangement.
I understand Jennifer Lopez is obsessed with this. That there's what are those provisions in contracts where they come?
Riders.
She has riders.
She's got riders wherever she stays. It has to be all white.
Because again, she dresses in a lot of colors, so she stands out in that room.
So what's...
Oh. It's such a celebration, too, of summer, I think, too. The fact that people actually want to get all dressed up in white, specifically.
And you know what's funny is that people going to white parties, I have a friend named Bobby who goes to a lot of white parties, and it's all about his outfit and what he wears, and he wants to sort of, you know, you wear white, but you have to wear that splash of color, because then you stand out, because everybody else typically does this, which is all white.
How do you get a life that involves going to a lot of white parties?
No, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I a lot of pizza.
But trust me, I've asked him, and he seems to always dodge the question, but show up at all the white parties.
I would like that. And there's something sort of ethereal feeling about it. When we showed earlier on the show some of the pictures from last night, and people had sparklers as it got dark.
That was really beautiful.
Well, see, the original concept of white party, which very few people know, came actually from a gentleman named Eddie Barclay, who was a famous record producer in France. And he used to throw these parties called Nuit Blanche. Actually, in the photo they're showing now, the gentleman on the far right, far left, in the hat, do you know who that is?
Elton
Is that Elton?
Elton John. Coming for Fashion Cares, actually, in September 9th, actually. So that's,
is he?
He's coming for, he's the headliner for Fashion Cares this year.
Oh, fantastic.
So Eddie Barclay used to throw these parties called Nuit Blanche, and the idea is you'd stay right through the entire night, and the last thing that would happen is the sun would come up, they would serve croissants and pain au chocolat.
You don't have that, do you?
What an end to a perfect night.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that was where Nuit Blanche came from originally. Here you go, I'll just pass those. You got that?
Beauty.
And that was the original white party. Now, it's changed a lot since then. Now you have to bring your own food and bring your own tables, and God knows Eddie Barclay's probably rolling in his grave. But it's whatever you want it to be. It's about having fun, and it's just another great reason to throw a party.
What a heavenly way to start a Friday.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I highly recommend this if you can do this at all at home on a Friday morning.
We're just going to lounge here after the show.
We start every morning like this at home.
Right. It's wise. It just feels good. We're going to continue the white party. We have a mixologist coming in to talk about cocktails. Thank you so much, Sebastian, for just setting this all up and making it look so beautiful.
My pleasure.
Every time you knock it out of the park. Sebastian Sentner, he's the director of Entertainment, Special Events and Catering, and we are going to be right back.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Very nice.
Have a bite
Somebody
of
take
Hey, Ruth,
that.
would you like to trim up my order?
Just minutes from